Welcome into the Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey. Some breaking news on today's show. The Cowboys have added another pass rusher in the wake of the Sam Williams injury. Al-Quadin Muhammad, the former Miami Hurricane, is being signed to the organization. That news broken by Adam Schefter. In kind of hilarious fashion, the news came down like an hour after Mike Zimmer said, well, tomorrow we'll make our decision on who we're going to sign. They had worked out several players. We'll get that here in a little bit. But Al-Quadin Muhammad is the newest member of the Dallas Cowboys organization. Now, this is why you guys subscribe, right? Breaking news happens, and we have you covered. So if you haven't already, please hit that sub button for more free NFL coverage on the Dallas Cowboys. News, rumors, camp, preseason stuff, of course, coming down the pipeline as well. The news was broken by Schefter, and it almost went missed by a lot of people because Schefter made an oopsie on the tweet. He did not say the Cowboys are signing Colts or former Colts pass rusher Al-Quadin Muhammad. He said the Colts were signing it. And we of course, filmed this live. We were live before it happened. I almost said on air, take Muhammad off the list. The Colts signed him. And then check back in 10 minutes later after 5 minutes before he edited it. Well, there you go. I'm sure some aggregators got that wrong too and tried to say sources said the Colts were signing him. But it's the Cowboys who have added him. Now, they worked out 4 players today. Shaka Toney, Al-Quadin Muhammad, Justin Hollins, and Carl Lawson. So what does it tell us? The Cowboys signed Muhammad over Hollins, Lawson, and Toney. He was the one who impressed him the most. That he was the one that was the most impactful option for the Cowboys. He most recently played with the Bears in 2022. Was with the Colts from 2021 to 2019. This tells me Muhammad impressed them the most. Now, that might be maybe the Cowboys are wrong on that, because I will be quite honest, I had most interest in Carl Lawson. I thought he fit pretty darn well with the absence of Sam Williams. I really do. Tony's coming off the gambling suspension, but he's teaming with Micah Parsons. Hollins has bounced around a little bit. Muhammad certainly has bounced around as well. A little bit bigger than some of those players as well. Didn't do a lot in 2022. Missed all of 2023. Had been released and also got dinged for PEDs and got a suspension in December of last year. Now he's back. And look, there's a fine line between going with what you think is best and saying, all right, we're going to trust Mike Zimmer. And I think this is somebody that the Cowboys were most impressed by in the workout. He's shown flashes. He was pretty solid in 2021 back with the Colts, and they also re-signed him in 2023 before he got cut. But I would have signed Carl Lawson, who also still, by the way, tweeted out the star emoji. So I don't know if Lawson's also signing. That'd be certainly kind of weird. But Schefter saying Muhammad is the one that they've added. So grade the signing here. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know in the comments section of today's show. How do you feel about the about the Al-Quadin Muhammad signing? It's the pin comment, by the way, of today's show. So if the ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. I don't know, maybe a C. I think a lot of us would have been excited about Carl Lawson, excited about Unique Ngakoue, both of whom have ties to this current coaching staff. You know, Lawson spent time with Paul Gunther. Ngakoue briefly spent time with Mike Zimmer in Minnesota. How much do we trust this Cowboys team right now? Probably heavily informs what grades we're giving them. If we were feeling confident in their decision-making, I think we'd have higher grades. If we weren't confident in their decision-making, then, or aren't confident, I should say, we'll probably have lower grades in there. Muhammad has been a journeyman. He's spent time with the Saints, had 2 stints with the Colts, had a stint with the Bears, had a good 2021 campaign, but 1 sack since then, and he had half his sacks came in 1 year of his 7, if you count 2023, year career. All of which is complicated. So Maybe Dallas ends up turning the corner and they sign Carl Lawson too, as he seemingly indicated on Twitter with his star emoji, but who knows if that's true or not. Maybe that requires more contract stuff, but at minimum, Al-Quadin Muhammad is a member of the Dallas Cowboys organization, and he will, I think, fight for a roster spot. We don't have contract details yet. I would bet this is the vet minimum. I would bet this is little to no guaranteed money. I think he clearly impressed them. Now we'll wait and see if any other moves come along with it. Today's show is made possible by Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so you can grow your savings. How closely do you guys track your bank statements and credit card history? Are you combing through every single charge on a regular basis, or do you just assume everything's fine and dandy until you notice something weird and go, uh-oh? I don't have time to watch my accounts that closely. I got to deal with the Cowboys BS stuff. And maybe the Cowboys could use Rocket Money for the NFL salary cap. Maybe that would make life a little bit easier for them. But Rocket Money has over 5 million users, and it's a total of 500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. I love how the dashboard shows me this month's spending compared to last month. I can clearly see any and all of my spending habits. Plus, let me create a custom budget and keep my spending on track. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and monitor your spending the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/Cowboys. That's rocketmoney.com/Cowboys. Link will be in the comment section and the description of today's show. It's rocketmoney.com/Cowboys. Here's what the current defensive end depth chart looks like. Sam Williams is on IR. That's obviously not going to change. Al-Quadin Muhammad, for now, the backups are total unknowns, right? You've got 3 roster locks. Micah Parsons, Tank Lawrence, Marshawn Nealon. Sounds like Chauncey Golston's playing more defensive tackle, by the way. So we will include Golston as the DE, DT. Nealon was getting a lot of DT reps. That might have to change as well with this loss. I have my doubts that it's good enough on the interior and the edges of this defensive line. Darrell Johnson, Tyrus Wheat, Byron Vaughns, Muhammad, Fehoko, I think they'll all compete for a spot. I would not be opposed to adding another player and having extra competition, because if someone like Fehoko doesn't emerge, I am anxious about this pass rusher room. So give me your one-word reaction to the signing. Good, bad, I'm sure cheap, bargain bin is just 2 words, but I'm sure we'll see plenty of those. Give me your one-word reaction to the signing of Al-Quadin Muhammad by the Dallas Cowboys as we get set up here for the meat of training camp. I don't know. Depth. Backup. All cheating, one word, not what I wanted. I would have loved Carl Lawson. I think that would have been a really smart pickup by the Cowboys organization. But they were there for the workouts. We were not. So I will at least acknowledge the potential of giving them the benefit of the doubt. If you don't think they are worthy of the benefit of the doubt, I totally get that part as well. So we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. Obviously, Carl Lawson has tweeted out the star emoji still, but he also tweeted out the first time. I don't know. And even if the one word is cheap, by the way, everyone they signed was going to be cheap. And I don't think Carl Lawson was going to be out there demanding millions of dollars per year. He got cut. Muhammad was out of the NFL last year. Justin Hollins was not going to be demanding big money. I don't really see any way in which that happens. So this is not the route I would have gone. I will acknowledge the potential benefit of the doubt, but I'd have been, put it this way, I'd have been a lot more excited, and maybe I will end up being in a little bit, but I'll be a lot more excited had they signed Carl Lawson instead.